up, beautiful people? I am back with another Love Island review. And guys, tonight, I'm not gonna lie, I feel all up in my feelings. I don't know how to feel about the Abby and Mitch situation. I started tonight's episode very annoyed with Abby, having the ick, just like Mitch, because I felt like she came on too strong. She was being unfair. You know, she was just too much. She was throwing a little bit of a bunny boiler in the making personality. And I don't like bunny boilers. I'm not gonna lie to you. At one point I thought to myself, if Mitch had a bunny, he'd be boiling. But do you know what I'm saying? But guys, towards the end of tonight's show, I felt bad for Abby. Do you know why I felt bad for her? I felt bad for her because yes, she tried to get to know Scott. Yes, I feel like she was playing around. Yes, I feel like she's been unfair. Yes, I feel like she's being too obsessive. Yes, I feel like she's being over the top and dramatic. And yes, she is getting on my nerves. However, she was still showing Mitch the same level of attention that she did pre-Scott. Do you know what I'm saying? But Mitch is shutting things down. And I know maybe it's because of how she dealt with it, he didn't like it. But I feel like he also needs to be careful how he handles the situation. Listen, I know the ick is the ick, right? And some people, there's no coming back from it. But, you know, she tried to kiss him and he went no. And then she tried to hug him in the end and he didn't want to hug her. And I feel like that was unnecessary. And I feel like you kind of respond like that when you don't actually feel anything for the person. You just want him to leave you alone. And that's how I felt. And I'm thinking, if that's how he feels, he probably just needs to be honest and tell her. But then again, I'm thinking to myself, maybe at the moment his head just scrambles. Do you know what I'm saying? But I want to be honest. I don't think Ella B, her intentions are actually pure. I don't think so. And we hear Ella B asking her if Mitch is the kind of guy that she'd normally go out with on the outside, and she's saying yes. But, and then Ella said to her, but you know, when you first came in, we hear it was Ty and Uzi. Do you know what I mean? And obviously you can tell that she's a bit spicy. She's like, do they know me? Like, and I'm just like, oh girl, okay. Even Whitney had a look up. She was like, Whitney's like, oh. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell as Ella is a bit spicy. You can tell she likes the drama. Because obviously Mitch and Abby was having a conversation. And she allowed Ty. Ty is such a troublemaker. He's so much. You know what I'm saying? She allowed the boys, Ty, Sammy, and them lot to kind of tell her to go and interrupt the chat. I feel like, to be honest, you should have just left them to have the chat. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to interrupt the chat, do it because it's something that you want to do to get to know Mitch in that way, but not to do it because somebody else egged you on. I feel like I'm back to the whole point of what I made with the Montel and the Sammy situation. I cannot stand people who are easily influenced. I cannot deal with it. I'm such a person that, like, I always kind of follow what I want to do. I'm more of a leader. I don't follow what people tell me to do. I never have and I never will. So for me, it's just like when I see people doing it, I'm just like, really though? Do you know what I'm saying? Really? But obviously, Abby did stood her ground, and I could tell that Mitch's response was that he was more siding with Ella B, right? He was kind of more for her, but he keeps saying to Abby, you're my priority, you're number one. It's obvious Abby is not the priority. She's not number one. Do you know what I mean? But did she cause it on herself? Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like she should have left. I feel like she should have kind of given him the space and the time that he needs. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he did that with Scott. Yes, he was kind of saying to her, listen, get to know him, blah, blah, blah. And you could tell that it was bothering him, but he tried not to make it look like it was bothering him as much, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she did have that time to get to know Scott. And you know what? Scott gained so much of my respect tonight. I'm going to be honest, because when she went to Scott to try and complain about the whole Mitch situation, Scott just literally said, listen, that's how he felt the last 2-3 days when he was getting to know me. Do you know what I'm saying? If you want me to be real, I'm going to be real. Do you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to give him the same space, the same liberty to get to know somebody else the same way he did you. And I respected Scott for that so much, because at the end of the day, she was basically going for him to, like, probably side with her, and he didn't. He was honest. Do you know what I'm saying? He was honest. But I don't know. Do you know what I think Mitch shouldn't have done though? Mitch shouldn't have told Ella B that, you know, Abby went to kiss him and he said no. I think you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that unless you're trying to show the other person that I'm all for you and I'm not interested. Do you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, the fact that he keeps mugging her off, he keeps like shutting it down, it's quite obvious that he's showing all his interest into Ella B. Do you know what I mean? Because they cuddled on the first night and Ella B went out of her way to make sure Abby knew that this happened. You know what I'm saying? But obviously Mitch had beat her to it, but he told her like he woke up to it. I don't think that was true. We saw how he went like this in the night or whatever. I'm sure he weren't sleeping. Ella B did say that he said like, listen, are you awake? And she said no. And then he cuddled her. But she wanted to make sure that girl, let me tell you something. I don't believe that she really, really wants Mitch. Right? But what she does want is to make sure her stay in the villa is memorable. Okay, she wants to make sure that when she leaves that villa, y'all remember the name. Okay, so she's going to cause drama. She's going to cause the stir. You know what I mean? We see where Ella OG kind of said to her, listen, if you want to do your thing, do your thing. You want to get to know Tab, but leave my name out of your mouth. You don't need to be putting my name in there because I'm not going to compete with no girl over no man. Do you see what I'm saying? Obviously, these are two feisty women. These are two feisty women, and they are not scared to kind of speak their mind and be outspoken. You can tell Ty has a type. He likes them feisty, okay? He likes them feisty. But at the end of the day, I think Ella B, she's assessed the situation, right? And she realized that with Tyreek, it's not going to happen. She keeps going around the villa saying, I get what I want. When I want stuff, I get what I want. Maybe most of the time, but not all the time. Because obviously you clearly wanted Tyreek and you're not getting Tyreek. So you don't always get what you want. Do you see what I'm saying? We hear Ella OG telling Tyreek, you need to shut it down. Stop being friendly. She might take it as flirting. Shut it down right now. If she thinks that's going to be something else, just pull the girl and say, listen, you know, you're a nice person and all, but it's not going to happen. I'm closed off. I am done. Obviously, the fact that she's not pulling Ty and the conversation that her and Ty had yesterday, I feel like that's made it clear enough for her to know, because she chose Mitch. I think that made it so obvious that Tyreek was not going to go down that road with her. Now, am I happy that she chose Mitch? Yes. You know why? Even if nothing happens between her and Mitch, I feel like it's good to be chosen. And Mitch hasn't had anyone to choose him. And I felt like Abby kind of needed that humble pie. She needed a serving of humble pie because of the way that she was going on with the whole Scott situation. So I feel like it's a good thing that Mitch got chosen. I feel like he deserved to have that moment. He deserved to feel, you know what I mean, what those people would feel when you get chosen. Like, do you know what I mean? To not always be the person that is last to pick. Remember, he's been in a friendship couple throughout the whole season. Do you know what I'm saying? Abby was his first connection, and then now he's getting all the attention from Ella B. So I was happy that he was chosen stuff, but I feel like Abby needs to handle the situation a bit more. She kind of needs to give him a space, back down a little bit, and not act desperate, because desperation gives me the ick. I cannot handle a desperate person. I can't do it, guys, especially when it comes to relationship. Listen, I'm the kind of person, right? I am not going to follow up on you. If you're not showing me all them feelings, if you're not reciprocating my energy, bye-bye. You know what I mean? It ain't no lie. I'm not going to do it. So she needs to calm down, because she's really pushing Mitch away. But I felt sorry for her at the end of the day. Sammy and Jess, obviously Jess has said to Josh, I am open to know. If you want to know me, get to know me, I'm open for you to get to know me. But she's saying to the girls, right, I'm not doing anything wrong. When they ask her, are you doing it just to get under Sammy's skin? She's like, maybe. I don't think Jess is doing it to get under Sammy's skin. I think she probably will say that because the other girls are coming at her. But I honestly feel like Jess is somebody that she's actually interested in a little bit. Yes, it makes her feel good. I think it's a good feeling when somebody come and they choose you. Because remember, she's been back and forth with Sammy, back and forth, him choosing other people, prioritizing other people over her. So now it's like the first time a guy came in and he's like, yes, Jess, tunnel vision. You know what I mean? So I feel like with that, it's like she wants to like revel in that feeling and enjoy that feeling. I'm glad that Josh chose her, because I felt like I needed her to feel that way. obviously with the situation where Sammy got upset and he didn't want to talk to Josh, I completely understand it, because at the end of the day, yes, he's been muggy for a good amount of time when it comes to the whole Jess situation, but at the end of the day, you know, if he's feeling hurt about the situation, he's entitled to speak to Josh when he's ready. Do you see what I'm saying? He wasn't rude in a sense. He just said, listen, I'll catch up with you later. Let him feel what he's feeling. I felt like just shouting across the villa saying, oh, that's disrespectful, that's disrespectful. I felt like that is almost disrespectful. Not full on disrespectful, but at the end of the day, she needed to respect his decision. And even Josh was kind of like understanding of it. She needed to pipe down a little bit, respect that he was not ready. Because obviously, if he's really kind of like conforming to wanting to just be with her, it would probably, you know, make him feel some type of way. And you know how Sammy is. He gets really jealous. He's all for himself at the end of the day, but he also needed the humble pie. He needed the humble pie. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, I don't know what's going on with them, because now Josh has chosen Jess, and it seems they're barely having any conversation. I don't know if it's a comment that she made when she said, well, you're not my boyfriend, I'm not your girlfriend kind of situation. They're not a couple like that, but they did say they were closed off. So at the same time, we have to see things from both sides of the fence, because, you know, had this been somebody choosing Sammy, Jess probably would have wanted to, you know, be on our own for a minute. And if that girl had come up, she probably would have said, can I talk to you in a minute, babe? Let me just give me a moment. So, you know, if we're going to look at it from that side, we have to see it from Sammy's side as well. And like I said, now they're closed off. Should she be getting to know somebody when they've both decided to close off? Guys, comment down below, let me know what you're thinking, because at the end of the day, closed off is closed off, right? So, doesn't matter his past. You know what I'm saying? If Sammy had a past, he was up and down doing all these kind of things. Yes, he had his play about. Yes, he didn't put her first. But at that time, they weren't closed off. So he still has a leg to stand on. You know what I'm saying? In this situation. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just feel like if Jess is not fully into Josh, she needs to make it be known, because I feel like she's flirting with him because she likes the attention, and I get it. Do you know what I mean? And she deserves to enjoy this moment, but at the same time, I don't want her to be wasting his time if she's not interested. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially because anything could happen, and somebody comes in and Sammy says, okay, well, you know, we were closed off and you was getting to know this guy, so closed off don't mean nothing to you, so let me do the same. So she also needs to be careful what she's doing. Do you want Sammy? Do you want to stick with the whole closed off situation, or you want to give this guy a chance? Like, she is in full rights to want to give him a chance, because at the end of the day, like I said, Sammy had his moment. But once again, you gotta be honest and you gotta give Caesar what is due to Caesar. Yes, he did all the stuff that he did, but they weren't closed off. Most of the time, they weren't even in a couple. So you can't blame him fully, can you? I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. Me, not get involved in that one there, okay? But yes, guys, so I don't know what's going to happen with the whole situation with Abby, because I feel like, from what I can see, I feel like he's gonna done it. Mitch gonna done it. And she obviously was saying to Mitch today, like, listen, like, I'm not gonna like hold on or wait around. And I feel like if this continues the way it's continuing, do you know what I mean? It might not be any going back for us. I feel like it's just too early for her to be giving him an ultimatum in the situation, because, do you know what I'm saying? I feel like he gave her a moment. Give him back his moment. Do you know what I mean? To get to know somebody. And do you know what? What she doesn't realize is that she's literally gonna turn him off. But I did feel sorry for her, because I feel like even though Mitch is trying to get to know Ella B, do you know what I mean? He doesn't need to shun her like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I understand he might have the ick, but he shouldn't be shunning her like that, because she didn't do that to him. And had it been the other way around, he would have not liked it. But I feel like sometimes, because now he's getting the attention, he's not been used to this attention, you know, since he's been there. So it's kind of like getting to his head, and I feel like he can't concentrate and he can't focus or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, but I feel like she needs to calm down. Abby needs to calm down, because she kept saying, oh, you know, he was saying it's tunnel vision, but now it's not even tunnel vision. Honey, I just feel like you can't say these things. The situation is no different from what you wanted to do with Scott. Yes, you decided to close it off with Scott now, but he still had to sit at the side and watch you get to know Scott. give him the same liberty. Let him get to know the girl and decide what he wants. Do you know what I'm saying? If it's not you, it's not you. If it's you, it's you. But at the end of the day, the more you come across desperate to a man, the less attractive he finds you. And that's how it is. That's literally how it is. And like Whitney was trying to tell her, like, you need to calm down. Even Molly was trying to say to her, step back. But she ain't gonna listen, child. She ain't gonna listen. But anyways, guys, I don't know. Let's see what's gonna happen on Sunday. Let's see if she's gonna fall back. Let's see if Ella is gonna get to know somebody else. Because you hear when she was talking about how tall Uzi was, and Katie was like, Katie was like, not on my watch, honey. Do you know what I'm saying? So you just never know how things are gonna change in the villa, because it changed so easy, so quickly. We just never know. What I do know though, Abby's saying that if anything, she's gonna go back to Scott. Like, even Whitney was saying to her, Scott will not have you back. Like, obviously, Scott has his head on his shoulder. He's a smart guy. He's not gonna be taking her back, because he's already said, like, I could tell that there's nothing there. Like, you literally closed yourself off from early days. So he's not gonna want to be playing no second best. He's not gonna want you to come back to him knowing that because of the whole situation with Ella and Mitch, now you want to run back to me. He's not gonna have it. He's literally not gonna have it. So I feel like now it's kind of like she wanted to have a cake and eat it, but now she's left without the cake and she's still hungry. So at the end of the day, like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. I do not know what's going to happen to her. But anyways, guys, I'm done with tonight's review. If you haven't yet thumbs up the video, please go ahead and thumbs up the video. And if you're new, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Please just hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell so you get updated every single time I upload a new video. But guys, I will see y'all in Sunday's review. But for now, keep it sassy, delicious.